Hello, I'm Dania and this is Kinitv News. There is no grey area in the Cabinet's decision regarding guidelines for Chinese school fundraisers, says Anthony Lok. The Transport Minister emphasised that the only clarification made was that such events held in schools must not feature or promote alcoholic beverages.
Jadi saya rasa tidak timbul isu dan pelbagai pihak termasuk pemimpin-pemimpin dan menteri-menteri UMNO termasuk Dato' Sri Khalid Nordin semalam telah pun menjelaskan dulu pun sama pun dibenarkan. Jadi tidak perlulah timbul polemik berkenaan perkara ini yang telah pun dilaksanakan, dipraktiskan selama ini tak menjadi masalah. Jadi hanya ada pihak-pihak yang cuba mempolitikkan dan cuba membungkit-ungkitkan perkara ini dan dijadikan satu polemik.
The DAP Secretary General said this in response to concerns that students, regardless of their religion, might be indirectly exposed to alcohol through support from brewery companies for Chinese schools. For the record, Chinese schools have been working with brewery companies to organize fundraising concerts for decades. In addition, since 2011, the vernacular schools have also received donations from Jana Pendidikan, a fund set up by a consortium that owns Dharma Chai. On June 20th, a charity event organised by SJKC Chairman in Sungai Pelit, Selangor attracted controversy due to the involvement of Tiger Beer. However, Tiger Beer denied making any monetary contributions to the schools, stating that its role was limited to providing local performing artists for the event.
Earlier, Gerakan stressed that it would not hesitate to quit Perikatan Nasional if it meant defending Chinese education. Deputy President Oh Tong Keong said Gerakan would leave the coalition if forced to accept the extreme demands of a particular party.
Oh responded to Ahmad Fadli Shahri's warning that Perikatan Nasional might drop Gerakan in the next election due to their differing views on brewery funding vernacular schools. Gerakan on Saturday backed GAP's stance of supporting vernacular schools working with breweries to organize fundraising events. The party believes these fundraisers are essential because Chinese schools have not received enough funding from the federal government to sustain their operations. However, Fadli expressed disappointment with these views and warned that the Islamic Party would not cooperate with Gerakan in the 16th January election if they persist. In response, Oh pointed out that Gerakan left Barisan Nasional in 2018 to oppose corrupt coalition partners. He stressed that PAS should not act like Taiko or the Big Brother and demand compliance from other parties and must learn to convince others through reasoning.
In a response to Malaysia Kini, Perikatan Nasional Election Director Muhammad Sanusi Md Nor boldly declared that no one in PAS would shed a tear if Gerakan decided to leave the coalition.
Dia keluar komen Sanusi. Takkan semua orang kita, takkan semua benda kita kena hormat dia. Dia tak pernah hormat kita. Dia tak perlu hormat kita ke? Bukan gerakan sajalah, DAP ke, gerakan seperti yang berasaskan apa. Dia tak ada ugut orang lah. Kita pun dah matang lah bang itu. Tak ada ugut lah, belajar hormat orang sama.
Alright, okay.
Dia orang belajar hormati orang Melayu dan orang Islam di negara ini. Itu sudah.
Meanwhile, Masli Malik's call for Deputy Housing and Local Government Minister Aiman Atira Sabu's head to roll over the Tiger Beer saga has left Khalid Abdul Samad puzzled.
Masli Malik's call for Deputy Housing and Local Government Minister Aiman Atira Sabu's head to roll over the Tiger Beer saga has left Khalid Abdul Samad puzzled.
Dan bagi saya ianya satu yang tidak logik. Kalau sekolah yang terlibat adalah sekolah kerajaan ataupun sekolah agama ke apa, itu satu hal, ya. Tapi ini masyarakat Cina, dia ada sekolah-sekolah jenis kebangsaan yang memang hanya mendapat sebahagian dia bantuan. So memang dia orang sedang berusaha untuk mendapat, dan memang amalan dah bertahun-tahun lah dapatkan sumbangan daripada pihak swasta. Setakat mana yang saya nampak, it is a personal opinion, dan saya rasa bagi dia patut dia jumpa Aiman dulu, tanya, bincang, dapatkan maklumat, barulah keluar kenyataan, which I don't think he did lah. Yeah.
Khalid said this to reporters in Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. Last week, the former Minister of Education claimed that Aiman's involvement in a fundraising event of a Chinese school organised by a beer company was an embarrassment and had tarnished Amanah's image. Masli said that if the Deputy Minister values her dignity and integrity, she should voluntarily resign as both a parliamentarian and the Amanah Women's Chief. However, Aiman refused to dwell on Masli's call, urging all quarters to move on. The Sepang MP also came under fire from PAS and Perikatan Nasional leaders over her presence at the event.
Moving on to the next story, a senior UMNO leader advised party members yesterday not to fear DAP, suggesting it is not the bad guy it is often portrayed as.
Deputy Human Resources Minister Abdul Rahman Muhammad stated that DAP Organising Secretary Stephen Sim hopes to see UMNO regains its strength so they can lean on the party support. Quoted by Berita Harian, he claimed that Sim, who is also the Human Resources Minister, asked him to use the time available to strengthen the historic Malay party across the country. Abdul Rahman also described Sim as someone who is close to him. The UMNO Supreme Council member was speaking at the launch of the Tanjung Karang UMNO Division's annual meeting. Abdul Rahman also denied the negative perceptions of DAP, including derogatory terms like chauvinistic and socialist, stating that such views are completely unfounded. He said that Minister of Housing and Local Government Ngah Koming once mentioned that he was surprised to find UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi to be a hardworking person with high ideals and that DAP really enjoy working with him.
Lawyer Ram Karpal Singh Dio today emphasized that the investigation into Theo Bang Hok's death must be concluded within a reasonable time frame.
Police, in other words, the respondents, they argued that the police can take however long they want with regards to investigations and it can't be challenged.
That's what the respondents seem to be suggesting just now. Of course, we take a different view. We have taken the position that there must be some finality. Otherwise, it will go on for another 10, 15 years, which is certainly unacceptable. Anyway, that's our argument anyway. It's for the court to decide.
Bang Hok's parents are taking legal action to compel the police to conduct a thorough investigation into their child's death. They have named 3 respondents in their legal filing: the federal government, the Inspector General of Police, and the head of the Criminal Investigations Unit at Bukit Aman. The parents are also requesting the court to issue several declarations, including one that states law enforcement failed in their duty by not concluding the investigation within a reasonable time frame. The case is nearing its conclusion, with Ram Kapal noting that the court needs some final clarifications before making a judgment. Judge Wan Ahmad Farid Wan Saleh has scheduled the final decision for October 29 at 2:30 p.m.
The Putrajaya Magistrates Court granted a 2-day remand for political activist Badol Hisam Shaharin this morning. Badol, also known as Cikgu Bad, is under investigation for exposing alleged Navy corruption, according to his lawyer.
Badol is being investigated under Section 203A of the Penal Code, Section 8 of the Official Secrets Act 1972, and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998. Media reported that the Bersatu Information Committee member was arrested by police at 3 p.m. yesterday, immediately after filing a police report at the Putrajaya District Police Headquarters about the alleged corruption. On July 22, Badrul posted on Facebook about a confidential document he claimed to have received on July 15. The document, addressed to Defence Minister Muhammad Khalid Nordin, the Malaysian Armed Forces Chief and the MECC, was signed by Navy Chief Abdul Rahman Ayub. The document allegedly contained complaints about a candidate favoured to replace the retiring Rahman, revealing their involvement in corruption cases, including a 45 million ringgit deal. On July 24th, Badrul claimed he received threats over this exposure and said he had given all related documents to Public Accounts Committee Chairperson Mas Ermiati Samsudin.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Dania. Thanks for watching.